Today, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys what living in Miami has taught me about success. So we're sitting out here on my beautiful 360 balcony, and I moved here literally coming on 2 years now. I'm gonna be moving into an even nicer place in a very short while that you guys are gonna see. But, I get a lot of questions about guys asking me about my journey and, where I came from, what I've learned. And I just want to tell you guys that this has been the best decision of my life. Location has been the best thing that I've ever, just to give you a quick background about me, right? I came here to America when I was 9 years old. And all my life, whenever I didn't feel pushed, I always left. I grew up in Louisiana, hated it because it was very small-minded thinking. So I went to school in a smaller town, but then I started to travel. Right? I went to places like Mexico, I went to places like Colombia. I've been to 10 different countries. And I've always searched and yearned for more, always searched and yearned for something better. And I would tell you guys from the bottom of my heart that location has been one of the most pivotal keys to my success. Changing my location, not being okay with where I am, not being comfortable with where I was. I always knew I was different, always, right? When I was in college, all my friends looked at me as some weirdo because I was talking about them, being better with women and not tolerating bullshit. And as I started to coach entrepreneurs, which is what essentially opened my eyes when I moved to Colombia, and I was literally training expats, that's literally what opened my eyes for me. Left Lafayette, Louisiana to go to Medellin, Colombia, and I stayed there for a few years. And for the first 1 to 2 years there, I was coaching entrepreneurs, and they literally saved my life. And that opportunity, that forcing myself to go somewhere different, that forcing myself to be in a different environment has always gave me a positive, has always gave me something, given me a new perspective. A lot of you guys have what it takes. A lot of you guys have the potential. I got a school community where literally over 90 members now, where guys are hungry, trying to improve their life. Barbers, lawyers, real estate agents, right? Guys who are working, who literally come to me to get help now in our school community. You can check that out in the link in the description to see what it looks like. But I know that there are men out there who want better. And that's what the community is about. That's what changing your location is about. It's about giving yourself a fresh perspective. One of my mentors, or somebody I look up to, he has a saying that goes, you don't know what you don't know. And this is phenomenally true because you don't know what you don't know. If you're in an environment right now, let's say you're in the middle of nowhere, I'm not saying you need to pack up your bags and just move to Miami tomorrow, but how would you know what life has to offer if you've never seen it? Look at these views. If I turned around, let me just show you real quick. Let me flip it and show you something. Look at what I'm looking at from my balcony, right? I'm gonna zoom out some more so you guys can see this. Look at the views, right? Listen, if you don't know what you don't know, and you simply don't know that you have the potential to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish because you're around people or you're in an environment that doesn't push you. Ask yourself right now, the friends that you have, are they hustling to try to get a better life? Are they in a position where they can take care of their loved ones? Do they have financial freedom? Do they have time freedom? If they don't have these things, why are you talking to these people? I've had a lot of problems in my life in terms of not so much problems, but I've walked away from a lot of relationships that didn't serve me anymore. Because I knew that if I was in an environment or if I was in a place where somebody was not pushing me, I was only doing myself a disservice. You need to be cutthroat with your time. You need to be savage with your time. Get rid of these bum ass friends. Stop being in these cities that don't push you. There are so many levels of success here. Yes, I'm successful. Yes, I make 7 figures. But guys, I'm literally at the bottom of the totem pole, in my opinion, when it comes to Miami. There's so many levels here. That's what I love about this place. Beautiful weather, beautiful people, but different stages. I need to be in a place where I can see my progression. That was the biggest thing for me moving here. I want to be able to see my progression. When I was in Colombia, I didn't see a progression. I was already making money, but there was no step up. That's why I left. When I was in Louisiana, there was no step up. That's why I left. Miami is the place where I can literally look over my balcony and see a motherfucker with a 100-foot yacht. And I'm like, I gotta get back to work, right? And the people's like, oh, why is all these material things so important? Here's why you lying to yourself won't do anything for you. You and I know that material things or just having resources is what allows you to have freedom. Even if you don't like material things, even if you don't want a yacht, even if you don't want a boat, even if you don't want a plane. I want a plane. Even if you don't want these things, having the ability to take care of your family, having the ability to be able to go where you want, call your shots, it's the ultimate freedom. You don't have freedom when you're poor. You can slice it, dice it, no matter where you want to dice it. It doesn't happen. That's why my channel has pivoted from talking about women to more about self-improvement and growth for men. Because women are gonna fuck the winners. Take it from the bottom of my heart, buddy. She gonna fuck the winner regardless. If you never remembered anything from FitX Fearless, remember this. She's going to fuck the winner regardless. So you might as well be a winner. Once that clicked to me, I said, what the fuck am I spending time talking about girls? Why am I doing my guys a disservice by sitting up here, 5 strategies to get her to come back? Fuck that. You need to go improve your damn life. You need to be well-rounded. You need to be fucking jacked. You need to be rich. And then women will be no problem to you, buddy. Zero. They won't give you, they're gonna let you do whatever the fuck you wanna do. You get papered up, you become a baller, and you look good, you take care of your health, you have common sense to go to the fucking gym, eat healthy, don't drink, don't smoke, you got common sense to do that, and you focus most of your energy on getting paid, women won't give you a problem. So the guys who are listening to this, they're gonna be like, oh, well, fit changed, fit switched up. No, I matured. And I think it's really, really wrong for me to mature and not try to bring you guys along. For me to grow and not try to, I can't call myself a coach. I can't call myself an inspirer, an influencer if I see the world differently or I see a better way the world should be. And I'm still sitting up here, here are 5 strategies to get her to not flake on you. You be looking at me. If I continue down that route, when I know that life, there's levels to this shit and that you can get whatever you want, bro, if you just do these things a certain way, am I not doing you a disservice? So integrity is the most important thing to me, guys. I'm sorry, I have to have integrity. If I am not doing what I believe wholeheartedly in my core, I'm not gonna talk about it. So yes, this channel has changed. It won't be about fucking flaking on girls and what strategies. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Not anymore. If you're a guy that wants to improve your life, you're gonna see on this video, I have a collaboration with my business channel. It's almost at 10K subs, where I literally go into detail on how you could build your personal brand as a man, step by step. I give you all the game. I built my following to over 2 million across all platforms. On this specific channel, I tell you everything, step by step. This channel, I'm gonna inspire you. I'm gonna still talk about women here and there, like in relations to lifestyle and improving your looks and stuff like that. But guys, you need to become the man that has legacy. You need to become the man that you are not gonna be forgotten. And that's what I try to do on my business channel. So if you wanna check it out, you can just look next to this video, under this video, you will see collaboration with FitX Business. Check out the channel, it's free, doesn't cost you a thing, and start learning how to build your own brand, all right? But you gotta change your mindset. A lot of you guys have the potential. A lot of you guys have what it takes. I'm no smarter than you, bro. I don't have 2 heads. And as a matter of fact, guys, this is a mentality that has literally allowed me to progress. Because I don't believe I'm so smart that I know I'm not that smart. Let me say that again. I'm brilliant and intelligent enough to understand that I am not that smart. I'm also brilliant and intelligent enough to know that everybody else is not that much smarter than me. That's the realization that I learned. If I want to tell you guys the secret, what has allowed me to start making a fuck ton more money, is that I realized all these people, they're not that much smarter than me. They just found the right system, they were hardworking, and they were consistent. If I gave you the right system, you were hardworking, and you were consistent, what goals can you accomplish? So nobody's that much smarter than you. So stop looking at success and life and progression and making money like it's some far-fetched thing. You're talking to an immigrant that came here when he was 9 years old. Ain't nobody that much smarter than you, bro. I'm not that much smarter than you. I'm just incredibly hardworking, and I'm obsessed about my goals. Now, that is a intangible trait that most people don't have. That's why they'll never be able to fuck with me. But I don't have like some magical brain where, you know, I could think of shit. I'm just consistent, hardworking, and I'm obsessed. That's all. That's all I got. Right? I'm not Einstein, and I don't think most people are either. Okay, as a matter of fact, I really believe the more book smart you are, the more dumb you are at life. You can't make quick decisions. Because I am not the most book smart person, I'm very, very life smart. Very, very life smart. I can make decisions quickly and I can get shit done. So, I say all that to say this. Your environment means so much. Your environment means so much, right? Put yourself in the right environment. Go check out the business channel. It's free, right? Join the school community. It's literally 50 bucks. I don't know, it's almost at 100 members. I warned you guys. I told you guys, this school community is not gonna stay at this price forever. So as the time of this video, I don't know if we've increased the price because I told y'all 100 members. As I'm making this video, we're already at 90 members. And I just started this shit 2-3 weeks ago. I told you guys, get in now before the price increase. The school community is literally me once a week hopping on a call with you guys, looking at your content, helping you develop your personal brand, right? For fucking 50 bucks. It ain't 50 bucks no more. I don't think it's 50 bucks anymore. But as you watch this video right now, it's still this fucking cheap. You go check it out and see if it's that cheap. If it's not, you better get in because it ain't gonna be this fucking cheap again. Where I'm giving you course material on how to make content, start making money with content, and I'm coming on there and looking at your fucking content weekly for 50 bucks. Ain't gonna happen. Anyway, that's the school community. The business channel is free. I'm giving you all of this because it's the environment and location and the group and the community that you should be a part of. Because what Miami has taught me is that there are several different levels to life. And if you can ascend the levels, all you're missing is information. All you're missing, that's all you need. All right? I'm not that much smarter than you. I just have more information than you. So Miami has taught me that I have more in the tank. Miami has taught me that I have more potential than I realized. I can do way more than I thought I was capable of. When I first came here, I was like, man, 7 figures is amazing. Ooh, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Now, I'm like, man, 7 figures is poor. If you run a business, bro, you make only a mil, 1 measly million, oh, bro, you're fucked. By the time the IRS get their cut, by the time you reinvest back into the business, and I'm gonna give you guys a harsh truth, right? All these motherfuckers like, oh, my business make this much a year. How much profit are you actually making? Because what I do, my personal brand, info business is what I help guys with, right? Personal branding is literally information businesses. We help you take the information you have, the skills you have, and monetize that with social media. That's what I teach guys now. But information businesses are the highest cash flowing businesses in the world because all you need to start up is your skills. So I know I'm going on a rant here, but what I'm trying to say is most people are not making as much money as they claim. And you realize that as a business owner, the game is fucking, bro, you gotta be making a fuck ton of money to be really enjoying it. Because if I make $1 million a year, the IRS wants 30%. So I have to bring my taxable income down low enough to where they don't get 30%. I'm not rich enough yet to where I can have a family office, right? I'm gonna give you guys a little fucking finance lesson. Because people don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm gonna teach you guys, because I know this shit. Here's the game. I don't want to borrow on it too much, but here's the damn game. I'm gonna give you the game so you know that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you make under 10 million a year, and that's net profit, right? You make 10, I just want to show you guys what's possible and what I've learned. If this goes over your head, I'm sorry, but the guys, if you are smart and you know you want to be successful, listen to what I'm about to say, please. It's gonna save you a lot of time and energy. The reason you need to get rich when it comes to business or anything is one, it gives you ultimate freedom. Ultimate freedom gives you opportunity to do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's what you should be aiming for. But here's the game. If you're just making $1 million, 2 million, 3 million a year, which is unfortunately the stage I'm at right now, I'm around that like low 7 figures mark, right? Yes, you're doing good, but you are probably you get taxed at the craziest percentage. If my net income with my business is $1 million, right? And let's say my net is $1 million, The IRS wants 37%. So I think it's above 600 grand and up. We're doing IRS wants 37%. So I have to bring down my taxable income, meaning I have to reinvest so much of my money right back into the business so my taxable income isn't $1 million, so I can keep making more money with the business and not get fucking taxed out the ass. So I gotta try to bring my net income to like 200, so I can only pay like 30, 27, right? In that lower percentage. Now, what the rich do is they get stock and they get assets in their companies, right? So they take loan options from their stock. They don't want to take a salary, they take loans from their stock in the company. But in order for their stock to be worth so much, they have to suffer for a long time to get the value of their stock so high. So what they do is they go to the bank and they put their stock options as collateral, right? They don't take a salary. Debt is not taxed. So anybody telling you debt is amazing, debt is not taxed. They take a loan from the bank. Let's say their business is 100 million, right? And they want to survive off of 30, 40, 50 million a year. They go get a loan. They take a loan on their assets, but their assets have to be worth that much. You're not gonna get a loan from the bank unless you build your assets to be worth that much. So what I say all this to say this: in order for you to not get shafted by taxes, you gotta be making at least, in my opinion, mid to high 8 figures. And this might sound insane, but guys, I'm in Miami, I'm making money. I'm not telling you this shit as some motherfucker making 3 grand a month. I make 6 figures a month. I'm telling you the game. This is the game. This is why you see the rich keep trying to get richer, because if you don't make more money and be able to take loans on it, you're fucked. Oh, real estate? Guess what, buddy? You gotta put down on the property. You gotta manage the property. Real estate ain't gonna save you either. I know that's what you're probably wondering. Oh, what about real estate, Fit? You gotta put down on the property. Even if you were to do a cost segregation study, right? A cost segregation study, guys, I'm gonna turn this into a finance lesson. A cost segregation study, meaning you're taking the depreciation of the property up front, right? So you don't pay that much in taxes. You still have to put down on the property. They don't tell you this shit. That's why information businesses are the best cash flowing businesses that you can then use the capital there to reinvest back into wealth vehicles like real estate. But if you, I'm gonna just take my income from my business and put it into real estate. Well, motherfucker, you gotta put down all this money, and it doesn't necessarily bring down your business taxable income down. You just wasted money essentially. I have a tax strategist and a CPA guy. So I went on this rant because my students were asking me about this shit, and I was like, what the fuck? People don't know this, so I'm gonna tell you guys for free. That's the game. $1 million a year, IRS 130, buddy. So you make 10 million, you try to bring that shit down as low as possible. Put the goal, the game is to put as much money back into your business as possible. As much, so you don't get taxed on it. So then when you bring the asset, you bring the value of your stock and the value of your company high enough, so when you go take out loans, you can live off of that and keep building the company. That's the wealth game. Just gave it to you. Anyway, if that flew over your head, it's not the channel for you. If you understood that, that's why you gotta be serious about getting money. Because if you're in a 6-figure, 7-figure, you're getting fucked. They're gonna do you dirty with taxes, bro. They're gonna do you dirty. All right? So my business channel is helping men take their information that they already have with their skills. If you're a lawyer, real estate agent, coach, consultant, I teach you how to do all this shit and build a brand with, literally creating a business online, right, with social media. Check out the business channel. If you want me to actually look at your content weekly, right, hop on there, give you information. Like, guys are getting so many results, man. Like, dudes who are in the school community, getting more views, starting to get more clients, starting to get more leads, and you could be a part of that. I don't know if it's still $50 now, it might be higher, but that link is also in the description or in my bio. And that's it, man. This is what Miami has taught me. Miami has made me so much more fucking smart with finances, made me understand the game, made me understand that just 7 figures is not enough. You got to get to the point where you can have a family office, you can have your money working for you, where you can take loans on it, or else you're in a bracket where the IRS is just having fun with your ass. They're just spanking you. Yeah, you make 7 figures, buddy. Give us that 37%. Anyway, so that's why I keep going. I want to get to that 8-figure mark, so my money can start. I could borrow against my assets, and then have them be producing cash flow for me. That's it. Check out the business channel. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll get back with you guys next time.